welcome to Stiver's Homestead.
What's happening, y'all?
I'm Jen, he's Wyatt.
Ray, and I'm Zach. Ray locked up over here. So you may notice we're all in matching t-shirts today. So Mimsy's Garden, I think it's her official name on YouTube.
Mimsy's Garden Anna.
No, I think she took it off.
Oh.
We'll link her channel below, but it's Mimsy's Garden. We got to meet her officially down in Mississippi.
At the gathering.
Yep, at the gathering. She's amazing. If you don't know her, her channel is awesome and she has a rocking garden. Well, she is our featured channel of the week, or video. So it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it's Mimsy's Garden. It's got a shot on the back. So she sent us a shirt for everyone. Yep. So we're all gonna wear it today.
So y'all check her out if you haven't. She is awesome. She has a great channel. Very, very smart in the garden. She knows a lot. She's very experienced. So definitely check her out and you will not regret it. You will enjoy her videos. So
today is gonna be our garden walk, is what we're gonna call them. So we're gonna have a little walk in the garden each week to go over everything that's pumping out the goods and just kind of get a status update on them and see how everything's looking and just kind of chit chat with you all while we look at plants. But first,
we're gonna talk to the kids a little bit with y'all. And we're gonna ask them some questions, kind of in honors of Mother's Day, and see what they have to say about some stuff. So, Raylan, what's your favorite thing about living on a homestead?
Having fun.
Having fun? Mm-hmm. You have a fun time on the homestead?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite animal?
A kitty.
A kitty cat?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like living in the country?
Yeah.
You like Mommy and Daddy and Wyatt and Ray all being together?
Yeah.
What about you, Wyatt? What's your favorite thing about the homestead?
Being with my family.
Oh, that was sweet. Being with your family.
Sweet. What's your favorite homestead animal?
A zebra.
A zebra? We got zebras here?
No.
No.
Well, maybe we'll have to get one.
What's your favorite animal that we have?
A chicken.
You like the chickens?
Chicken?
I like the chickens.
No, actually a goat.
You just like them all? Goat.
Are you having fun being homeschooled?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite part?
Being homeschooled.
Being homeschooled? That was sweet.
Alright, so we're going to do a little garden tour. You want to help us take them around?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I'm just gonna play on that big mountain of mud.
Okay.
You just gonna play on the big mountain of mud? Sit back here. Alright, they're gonna play on the mud and y'all are coming with us.
Alright, so first up, which you saw in another video, is our tire flower beds. And they're doing really well. We've got celosia and lilies and caladium. Took me a minute.
So they're doing pretty good. We just got those in, so not a whole lot of updates that are going to be in that area. Sorry about the beginnings. Danger again.
And there's the newest addition, is the pool. So it is completely full now, and we're just waiting on the water to warm up and a warm day. Rusty's catching flies. So over here we've got Zach's zinnias in this big pot, which are doing really well. And then we've got 2 grow bags of pole beans that are gonna grow up the fence. And in our tilled garden, which is a windblown mess, we have zucchini and squash. So all kinds of zucchini and squash growing. And then some of the bags also have pole beans in them, but they're not quite big enough to get on a pole yet, so they're just chilling there and holding down some of the wheat tart. And then there's our honeybees. Well, it's our honeybee hive. I think there's been quite a few bees that have come to check it out, but I don't think anyone's taken up residence yet. So we're gonna work on catching a swarm here soon. On the table is our leftover plants that we haven't sold yet, but I've got a good friend coming today and she's gonna get some of the leftover tomato plants. And then we've got our herbs. We've got mint and basil and cilantro, which are doing really well. And that's all what's left of the plants that we started and didn't have room for.
Yeah, we had probably what, over 1,000 when you say?
Yeah.
Plants. And we got just those left. We really got to work on this immediately As you can see, my tarp's all torn up in here and everything. But I've told y'all probably 30 times, it's gonna be the pumpkins and maybe some watermelons. But we've got to get on it. It's just been low on the priority, but the zucchini and squash is looking good. Some are looking a little weak. This is our first time using the wheat tarp. I don't know if it has anything to do with that black tarp sucking in the sun. We keep hoping for some mulch, but the deal that we kind of made with the electric company hasn't come through yet, so I don't know. I don't know if that is. If you all know if maybe that black tarp is drawing too much heat, let me know what your all's thoughts, because we should be completely over transplant shock. Go! Go! Goodness gracious. So let me know what you all think about that tarp, if that could be possibly the issue that's going on there, because they should be over to the transplant shop by now. And most all of them are doing well. There's just a couple that are looking a little droopy and weak, but they usually bounce back up when the sun's not shining.
So this is our pepper bed, and we have chocolate bell peppers, autumn beauties, or autumn bells, which are going to be a red type pepper, I think, and some jalapenos, and then just, you know, your regular green bell peppers. So we've got quite a few of those, and they're all doing really well. So this raised bed is one of my favorites. In the back we have all of our lettuces, which are still doing well. We harvest them quite a bit and just tear off what we need, and then some of them we're letting them go to head so they can be full grown. And then we also have our onions down here, which are almost ready to harvest. They're all doing really well. And there we have a Wyatt.
We have some loofah gourd.
Loofah gourds, yeah. These are loofah gourds. They're doing really well, and they're getting pretty big since they've been in the ground. And then we also direct sowed some okra, but we only have one coming up so far. And then all of our Chinese red noodle beans here, every single one came up. So they're gonna grow up this trellis and do really well. We've never grown those before, but I'm pretty excited about them.
This is our Bonnie's Best tomato bed, and then also 4 cucumbers. So our Bonnie's Best were the first thing that was put in to our garden. And when we put them in, it got a little cold, not bad, but really it was bad wind and storms that we had. So some of these are a little bit windblown, and they're still recovering from that. And there's a couple different reasons your leaves could curl, as you can see right here, kind of curl up. Sometimes that has to do with your humidity levels. It could be too low. We could be holding in too much water in our dirt, and that's causing some of it to curl up. But I'm thinking our most common here was a lot to do with the weather and the storms and the wind they had, because they can just be windblown, just like you can be windblown. So they're still very healthy and looking great. But from my understanding, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that. Our soil is looking good. It doesn't look like it's having any issues with drainage, so I don't think we're having any issues down below. So that's my guess on it. And we'll just keep monitoring and make sure everything's looking good. But the cucumbers look really well. They're doing good. And then, like I said, all of the other tomatoes. And we're also going to be staking these this week. So we'll put that on the video of us staking them with our tobacco sticks and doing that first tie. But right now they're good, so that'll be okay, and we can get that done this week.
So this is our second tomato bed, but all these tomatoes are different varieties.
So these are tomato pink ox hearts. This is the white cherries from Baker's Creek. I can't wait for this one. This one's a black beauty. Brandywine. Beauty. Brandywine.
Yep.
I actually said one right. That's another white cherry, white cherry. This one that's Aroma. That's another white cherry. We're gonna have white cherries for days. One thing I do know, the Brandywines look like a totally different plant. They hardly even look like a tomato plant to me. It's kind of wild how they look. And how the difference is between all the other ones. And you can spot a Brandywine out of the one. So there's one right there, one here, one there, and one right there. It's more of a hunter green color, and the leaves are definitely noticeably different, where these are kind of, I don't know, a little more edgety, and that's more smooth. Do you like that word, edgety?
Yeah. This one is the Aunt Ruby's German green tomato.
Same with this one. Look, we're starting to get a little nibble on the bottom there. That might actually be from the dirt splatter before we got that on there. And that's another Aunt Ruby.
And then these four at the end of the bed are comfrey from Heirloom Permaculture.
And they're doing really well.
Yep.
They had a little rough start because they had to travel so far, but they're really looking good now.
So all these tomatoes are doing really good. Really excited to try all the different varieties this year.
You told me we had 3 peppers down here too?
Nope.
We got a chocolate bell, and then this is a Jimmy Nardello.
Yep. This bed has been getting the rabbit fertilizer droppings, so that's what the difference looks like. And we have a bunch of black radishes coming up, which are doing good. And some cauliflower and all of our broccoli. The broccoli are getting nibbled on by something, but we're gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on them and try to stop that. But growth-wise, they're doing really well.
Yeah, onions doing good. They're getting close. It's almost time for them. And we think Rusty got in that bed.
Yeah.
The first time we put the rabbit droppings in, and we feel like he might have dug it because you can visually see the difference in the levels of soil. So something was definitely in there. I don't think we're gonna get any chard.
Yep, so lovely Rusty. At the end of the brassica bed, we have Funny Bunny. So she's doing really well. She's loving her new home. Leave her alone, Ellie. And she just loves being out here. She has a really good time in her cage, and we're gonna get her a friend soon so she can have a companion. But she's doing great. So here's our peas that are growing up the trellis. And as you can see, a lot of them have pea pods.
Wow.
So they're gonna be ready to pick soon. And Zach added this chicken wire to the trellises that he made. They're pallet trellises, which we have a video about. And he added the chicken wire so that the peas could attach a little bit easier and start growing up and over. So the peas are doing well. We're gonna be canning those soon. And then on another trellis, actually 2 of them, we have cucumbers in these little planter box that he made. And they're gonna grow up and over as well. And then under here, because it's in the shade, we have a bunch of spinach and some eggplant. So the spinach, we actually harvested some for lunch, and it was really yummy.
In this pallet, we have 2 heads of lettuce. I believe those are both tennis ball lettuce that we have in the other one that Jen talked about. And then our 3 other cucumbers. So from a long view, that's what this little area looks like. We got 4 pallets and 4 raised beds. So we just walked through those. We have a couple more to go. So let's walk over and check them out. I don't know about you all, but it's really chilly here in Kentucky. I don't know what is going on, but it felt like spring came on and it was awesome, and now it's super cold all of a sudden again.
Yep, hopefully it warms up soon. So we're gonna get the pool.
Yeah, we probably ruined it and jinxed it by getting the pool. It's like, nah, we're gonna have 30-degree nights again. So now the precious tea garden, which Jen just did a recent video on, but everything's growing like wildfire, so she wants to run over it with you.
We've got 2 fenugreek plants that are doing well, and some hyssop. The lavender's still tiny, but it's growing, just not at the rate of everything else. 3 marigolds, which are probably quadrupled in size. They're doing really well. Some licorice basil. That's what both of those are. A bunch of chamomile growing. We've got lemon balm. We've got 2 plants of that. That's doing well. 4 dandelion plants, which have also quadrupled. Some lemon balm, which is really tiny, but it's growing. I'm sorry, that's lemon mint. Both of these are lemon mint, but they're doing well. And then some basil that I transplanted. So that's the tea garden in a nutshell. If you do want more information on that, I do have quite a few videos that talk about planting the tea garden, what I planted, how I planted it, transplanting it into this raised bed, each herb and what its purpose is, and the picture of it. And that a lot of people have asked where I got it in comments, and it was from Emma Gardner. It was their tea garden kit. I got it back in January, And I know for a while it was sold out, so I'm not sure if it's on there again yet, but definitely check because it's worth it. You get everything in a kit, everything that you need, and it's just really easy to grow. So definitely check it out.
And a lot of people also asked for more videos on how she's gonna use the tea, how to harvest, how to dry, how to infuse it into teas. All of those will be coming. As you can see, they just need to get a little bit bigger before we start clipping everything out.
Yep, we'll give you all the information on it.
Yeah, y'all ask and she'll give it to you. And for the last bed, we got some bush beans. All those were direct sowed and popping up pretty good. I would say we're about 75% or so right now. And then on the corner, we got a bunch of beets. Some are doing well, some not so hot. But we planted those late, so we really just didn't want to waste them, so we're giving them a try. I know this cool weather is definitely helping. You can physically see the growth in these now that they've gotten a little cooler air. But they look pretty good. And those are M.I. Gardner, the Homestead beets. So that Homestead collection was really cool. We got a lot of good stuff out of that. So that's everything in all the beds. And Jen showed y'all hydrangea the other day when she was doing the tires.
Yep, so we planted this hydrangea over here because it's gonna get big morning sun and then afternoon shade. And we planted it in some fertilizer. It was chicken compost, so it's doing really well so far. It's not really having any transplant shock, and I think it's gonna grow really beautiful right here in this spot and take up this area. So that's my first hydrangea ever, but it's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, and the chicken compost, it was pretty funny because we did it Saturday when everybody was over here, and I just went to the coop and turned it and scooped it and threw it over in there, so it really got the smell going in the backyard. Y'all, if you've had chickens and cleaned a coop, you know what I'm talking about. It's a smell you don't really want, but it's some good stuff when it comes to some flowers.
Yep, so that's really pretty. I think it's gonna do well.
Yeah, me too. It is a nice spot over there.
So we hope y'all enjoy the garden walkthrough. And if you do, we can do one every week and show the progress of everything. There'll be a lot of growth throughout the summer, so it'll be interesting to see, hopefully. And we were just talking about how different this backyard was a year ago.
Crazy.
I mean, it has come so far. It's 100% different. And if you're local and you know us, then you know it was quite the mess. Not really ever something that we were proud of. We were more proud of the front porch and didn't give it much attention back here, but now it is our favorite spot.
Yeah, and if you followed us the whole journey, and if not, just go back and check one of the first videos. It was wintertime, it was around January, and all we had here were ducks. And we did a garden every summer, but animal-wise, all we had was ducks. In January, we had 0 fencing. And now we have 2 fences that's covering, what was it, 200 and probably almost 1,000 square foot. We have a greenhouse, tilled garden. What do we got for 7 raised beds, bees coming.
Yeah.
It's insane, and it's crazy to sometimes sit back and think, and you know, a lot of it is thanks to you all, honestly. That you all hold us accountable. So like, in the winter, it's hard to be outside a lot and think of awesome videos that you can do with showing stuff. So you really kind of gotta get creative, and that's when collabs are so awesome because you do your top 5 seeds and your top 5 projects. And so we'll watch those videos back that we did and we're like, okay, did we do everything that we said we were gonna do? And did we plant all the seeds that we were? So that's kind of neat, and I mean, it drives us to kind of push forward with that.
We've really enjoyed taking you all along with us on this journey, and we plan to do it for a whole lot longer.
Yep.
As long as we can, and you can watch our garden grow and our family grow. And thank you for being here. Thank you for those that have been here from the beginning. Thank you for the new ones, and thank you for the ones that haven't come yet.
Yep.
We're really enjoying this.
So you all let us know about the garden walk. I know a lot of people, I think almost every channel that has a garden does some kind of tour or walkthrough. Let us know if you think a week's too much, or every other week, however y'all would like it. I mean, we want to show it as much as possible. We see it every day and we love it. We just never want to get too repetitive for you all if you've seen it too much. So we thought it was cool. You all let us know in the comments if y'all want to keep seeing those kind of things, and we will keep pumping them out.
Yeah. And don't forget to go check out Mimsy's garden.
Right.
Anna, hopefully you can see that. She is awesome, has a great channel. Don't forget to check her out and let us know if you love her, because I know you will.
That's right, and if you're curious, like we said, if anybody sends us any kind of merchandise with their name on it, especially if it's a team or a channel that we support, I think we need to caveat that if there's any kind of negativity or things like that, we probably won't be featuring it on our channel. However, the ones we do trust and we really enjoy ourselves, if you send us anything, we'll put it on a channel and make sure to promote you. It was just, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't done for us, so we want to keep sharing the love.
Yep, so thank you all for following us, and thanks for being here today, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, y'all.